Coastguard rescue.
Coastguard, I've got my 2 children are drowning. We're in Barmouth, right on the pier when it's going in, and I can't see them.
The voice you just heard was Birkenhead mother Milena Smith as she makes a desperate call to staff at RNLI Barmouth. Her 2 daughters, Mabel and Elsie, had been swept away by the tide during a family holiday, the eldest drifting a 1/4 of a mile out to sea. However, thanks to the quick thinking of 10-year-old Elsie, Mabel was saved by RNLI crew at Barmouth after her sister relayed RNLI advice to float on her back, which she had picked up at a swimming lesson. After the dramatic rescue in August of this year, Milena threw herself into fundraising for the RNLI in hopes that the Barmouth crew could continue to return loved ones to their families. A non-swimmer, Milena has been participating in sponsored swimming to show her gratitude. On Monday the 12th of December, however, there was a surprise in store for the Smiths. Their rescuers made the journey from Barmouth to Hoylake in order to surprise the family as Milena was being inducted as an RNLI volunteer.
So we'll go for the first poster.
Mind if we just interrupt? Come in and say Merry Christmas. There we are. Lovely to see you. Okay. All right. Well done. Well done. All right. Okay. Brilliant.
The crew came to surprise Mabel and her family with gifts, to thank them for their bravery, kindness and support, while also taking time to reflect on how this Christmas could have been very different, if not for the crew's dedication and Elsie's recounting of RNLI advice. The Smiths were then given a tour of the Hoylake boathouse to see how their life-saving equipment works. LiverpoolEcho reporter Olivia Williams managed to catch up with Milena to ask her about the events of August.
We went on holiday in Barmouth in August this year and we had an absolutely amazing time. We absolutely love Barmouth and it's like the most beautiful beach in the world, we think. And as everyday girls were splashing in the sea, me and my husband, we watched them from the shore. We had our safety signs, what to do when we want them to come back. And they were just splashing about and paddling and having an amazing time. And then in a split second from them laughing and just having a wonderful time, we've noticed they were screaming, they were terrified, and they were fighting for their lives. It was such a quick change. Immediately my husband just ran into the sea to try to help them. I immediately dialed 999 and asked for Coastguard. It was the most terrifying moment of my life. In a split second, it felt like the beach was empty, which was me on the phone, Ben from Coastguard on the phone talking me through what's happening, hearing my children scream. I couldn't see them anymore, and it was absolutely the most terrifying moment of my life. But within minutes, I could see the RNLI Lifeboat coming from behind the harbour, going like a rocket, extremely fast. And then that moment, I knew our girls will be fine. I remember walking into the station and thinking or expecting medals and trophies. Be prepared for the lifeboat crew because they're absolute heroes and they put their lives at risk to save my children. And I was quite shocked to find the most humble, kind and sweet guys just saying that not expecting any glory, and said we only need money for equipment and training. And that second I realised I'll do anything I can to support the RNLI because they do save lives. And if it wasn't for the RNLI, our Christmas would look very different. Now I cherish all the moments we have together. Girls, when we're seeing girls in their school uniforms, only a month after the rescue. It was incredible because we could have been sorting out the funeral if it wasn't for the RNLI. Now having quite crisis talks and negotiations throughout November, how early we can put the Christmas tree up. We wouldn't have them if it wasn't for the RNLI. And even taking turns, taking a kitten off the Christmas tree. Again, we wouldn't have that if it wasn't for the RNLI. Our Christmas would look very different. They did save my children's life by obviously floating left advice. Elsie, thanks to it, Elsie was able to get out. And the fact that we're constantly thinking is they will be on call over Christmas, day and night. They might be called out from away from the Christmas dinner with the family, and they would do that. And all they're asking for is money for equipment and training, and it's absolutely incredible. And every single time I'm quite shocked how humble and kind they are. For me, obviously, they're superheroes, and yet they're just could be normal guys who are happy to drop everything when the pager goes off, go out into the rescue. They're not really sure what it's going to be until they get there, and then just go back to their normal lives.